Hey there, this is Dr. Tall Paul Simon, psychiatrist, with my buddy over here. I'm working from home today. This is my son's room. So, some people ask me, why did I become a psychiatrist? Well, a lot of reasons, I guess. I think as a kid, I knew I always liked helping people. I liked people, and maybe had some um, people skills, perhaps. I don't know. I'd like to think so. I was active in a youth group back then at church, and we had these small groups there, and I ended up being a small group leader, during these retreats and stuff, and really enjoyed helping people. And maybe that was a little bit too much of my ego back then, and maybe still is, but um, I just enjoyed that, helping people and helping people explore their lives and how to improve it. And the funny thing is, I was a troubled teen back then, so who knows if any of what I said helped at all back then. But eventually, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and had no idea that I wanted to go into psychiatry. Started college because that's what we were supposed to do, and floundered, and had no clue what was going on. So I actually tucked my tail between my legs, came home, went to community college for a little while, went to counseling and career counseling, and took a lot of aptitude tests and different things like that, and decided, well, I think I'm, reasonably smart, so I'm going to try to go back to school and maybe pursue psychology degree, which is more therapy and stuff like that. But maybe consider medical school for psychiatry. And I decided to go um, get a master's in social work, because you can, in some states, have a social work degree and master's level and still do therapy and get different licenses to do counseling. So I did that while I was working on getting into medical school, and I got into medical school and considered different options, primary care doc, surgeon, or surgery. I really liked emergency room medicine. That was a lot of fun, just the variety and the excitement, and all that kind of that setting. And you could, um, you know, clock out at the end of the shift and go home, and not have to worry about being on call or anything like that. But psychiatry, I decided the hours were good and the money is good, and it is a really good way to help people with their problems. And um, I knew surgery wasn't going to be a good option because I kind of have a bad back, so standing over an operating table for hours on end was probably not going to be a viable long-term strategy. So that's kind of my path to psychiatry, really. But I don't know. I've had my struggles, nothing severe or something that's really gotten in my way. But I think we all have some troubles, and I think that helps me to some degree. My parents had their struggles. My mom has struggled with alcohol issues and bipolar, and um, my dad with anxiety and stuff. And but nothing that was so severe that really rocked the boat or derailed my upbringing. So it was just enough, I think, to add a special flavor to my upbringing, but not enough to sabotage it entirely. Because if those things get bad, it's really hard to overcome. But luckily, in my upbringing, it wasn't as bad as a lot of the stories that I hear and deal with. So that's a little bit about how I became a psychiatrist, and yeah, that's it.